Good morning. On a Wednesday, my dudes. We are back. We're heavily energetic. Tucker looks about as awake as I am. Why are you so tired, Tucker?
I went to the climbing gym, man. I actually moved my body and did exercise. It was crazy.
What's exercise?
I know it does stuff to you, man. I didn't even know.
What is an exercise?
I've got a massive kink in my neck that I have had
for years. I feel like that's you've had that.
Dude, it's been weeks and it will not go away. It's been awful. Well,
yeah, I think I messed up my neck when I was climbing yesterday. I've never done anything like that, man. It was wild. It was wild.
It was wild, he said.
JC, what are you sitting on, homie? We got 4 minutes to open.
What am I sitting on? So I'll tell you right now. I'm sitting on the same positions that you have in the WhaleWatch account, for sure.
A couple of them are beat up.
Yeah, but I'm going to hold some of them because there's a lot of time on some of them. I'm sitting on some IBRX, which is kind of up like 8%-ish now. It's kind of taking a little small dipperoonie here, but I probably will try and exit because I'm probably going to get like 50% on those contracts. PAG P came up on the screen yesterday. I'm sitting on some 21 calls for 515. I think I sent those over to you. So I'm kind of sitting on those. They're up 20%. I took some off in the when I got into them. So that I'm sitting on some. I picked up some AMD calls yesterday in the morning while AMD ripped. I'm sitting on some runners, which are probably gonna get closed out today. They are still up around 60%, but they're gonna get closed out around probably like break even this morning with the little dumperoonies. I still am in those EQ&Rs. I'm sticking to my game plan on these EQ&Rs because I want to see what happens throughout the week. I want to see if those calls, the puts that came in, do expire worthless or what happens to those. And that's pretty much it. Like for new stuff, I took. Yeah, for new stuff I took. So I still have those. I still have those Pew calls as well. So Pew's holding. As long as Pew holds at 3.5 level for me, I'm happy. Also, this contract can go to 0, and I'm still heavily in profit. So, not
those not in the know, the EQ&R he's talking about, we took a hit on those yesterday. Yeah. I went ahead and stopped out in the WhaleWatch account on that pop. We got to about negative 33%, I think it was, and it was a pretty expensive position overall. So we went ahead and took a hit on that. You can see that reflected in our total account value up at the top. We are no longer at 2,000. But hey, nothing straight up, no such thing as what? No such thing
as 100%
win trade.
Oh, yeah.
Not a thing.
Slap that image up there.
And so we took the L on EQ&R for now, and I mean, it's still, it's trending right around yesterday's highs after it popped nice and heavy in the pre-market. It never really backtraced that entire gap, just kind of traced into oh, we lost Tucker. We got Tucker's chair with us today, folks. It is what it is. We took that loss on that. It's not really going to hurt us all that much on the long term. So we're going to just kind of be keeping an eye on the side here while the market opens up in 1 minute. One whole ass minute. Not a half-assed minute. Actually, it is about half a minute.
What are you doing until then, man? Come on.
It is about half a minute,
Hold on, everyone. The seconds are counting down.
Now, while we wait for that to happen, I'm going to pop open my Superflow on the side.
Superflow.
Super freaky.
Hey, Anthony, I don't appreciate that.
What did he say?
Anthony goes
that my hair looks stupid because it does.
No, he goes no technical issues. You should go buy a lottery ticket.
Oh shit! Hey,
I thought I was watching a replay.
Hey now.
On time, no technical.
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey now. You're a rock star. Just game on.
I thought I was watching a replay.
How do I give that a creator heart? Hold on.
Market is open. SPY currently bouncing off of the lows that it traced down in the pre-market. Let's see if the buyers got the juice.
I don't know, man. Maybe not.
Keep an eye on it. We went 1 for 3 on scalps in the last show. Let's see if we can do better than that this time.
I'm considering.
If we take any, I think they're going to reject off of these. I've got resistance 691.21. 69 and 692.31 on the way up through that drop. They held these levels pretty well yesterday during the drop. If you look right here, boing, boing, then right back down to the lower end of that range, boing. Then they came back down and ranged in between it in pre-market, and now they are hard rejecting that comeback. Let's see if they take out pre-market low.
I might grab some NVIDIA puts here. I'm seeing some NVIDIA.
Pre-market low taken out. There is no entry from here on the WhaleWatch account. For me, this is already moving. I'm not going to try to buy into this momentum with options. A big bounce will fleece that position pretty quickly on 0 days. We're going to keep an eye on another back test of 691.21 before I start looking at getting into puts on that.
I took majority of exits on those IBRXs, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Anything early morning spice coming into the DJ?
I took
more K-Toss?
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more K-Toss. But I've had K-Toss for a while, though. I've been holding K-Toss for a while. It's been a minute since I've been holding that K-Toss, so.
It's been a while.
SNDK, we do have earnings coming up on SNDK, I think, next week, if I'm not mistaken. No, 2 weeks from now. So that'll be a huge one to look at. I think you're going to have a lot of flow going in and out the next few weeks going into SNDK.
That is an expensive-ass contract.
Yes, sir. It's an Anthony contract.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Got him!
Anthony, you're in chat. What do you think of that?
He's not wrong.
I got him.
That's revenge for
He's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
He's not long, guys.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I was looking at the long side on Periscope.
Dude, Baba is on an absolute ripper, dude. Holy
the gamma zones across all expirations. We're right now in between two wide gaps of positive gamma, both above and below. We just knifed through basically the only negative gamma in this range right here. Let's see what the year date is. This is subject to change. Every 10 minutes, these gamma zones will update. The little white dots represent where it was in the prior 10-minute window. And right now, both the 0 date contract and all have us in between two ranges of positive gamma. So right now, I'm feeling it is anybody's ball game which direction this finally takes. I'm going to give this a little bit of time before I jump into any scalps. I want to see the net premiums normalize a little bit, and I want to see what this opening candle does. But in the meantime, you're getting a bit of morning activity again. It's good to see. Because over holidays, this thing was a ghost land.
Credo puts, 1 million in puts, expensive, more Anthony contracts.
we got Joey C in the Twitter chat asking, anyone talking about Quantinuum IPO today?
I don't play
IPOs either. They the way that those usually go.
Bro, I thought that shit was a beer.
Is you'll get a massive straight up as big money jumps into that shit. Retail will latch onto it a little bit too, and then it tends to sell off a little bit. Anytime I've bought an IPO for a trade, it's been after the initial pop, and generally they're not optionable for a while right after launching. NTR.
Terrible bid-ask spread though, and it is a repeatedly descending fills. The spread increases monumentally. Holy cow, dude! What on earth is happening?
The bid-ask spread does tighten up though. The descending fill is flagging off of that individual singular contract, but you could formulate an argument that they're not bought. I would lean that way.
I would lean bought to open. I mean, this I think this is getting filled the same here because I think it's the same person here, over here, that they're buying. I'm gonna. These are interesting. I hate chasing, especially when it's up 4% on a material stock too. I'll be interested to see what this happens. I might take a flyer depending on how the market settles down. But it looks interesting to see that coming in this morning. So they're probably already up. Let me check. I mean, look, there are weeklies too, so I just hate weeklies.
Man, AUR and SLI contracts are beat up today. Looks like SLI's down almost 4%. AUR only down about 1.2%. We still have time on both of those. I'm not sweating them at all. I'm just keeping an eye.
Yeah. I mean, how many contracts do we have on SLI?
3.
3.
AUR is the more sized one. We've got 5 on AUR.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, our one bigger winner of the day, AESI, sitting at 67%. We only got 2 of those.
Well, we did print one of those, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, when you're wrong, you got too much on. When you're right, you
got too little.
You ain't got enough.
Yep, that's how it works. Welcome to stock market.
I'm kind of eventually gonna get baited in puts. I'm gonna let it wait. We don't gotta rush into shit. Early morning can be pretty sporadic, pretty volatile, which is fine. Scalping likes volatility. Harder to do with options contracts, as we've discussed, on a small cash account. Now, we've been doing pretty decent with our scalps. Monday, we took 2 losses, but they were tight, and one of them was strictly a, hey, I didn't mean to buy that, my bad. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
The bottom, 689.87 was the high this morning.
How do I get this app? Here.
Usualwhales.com, homie.
Yeah. Talk to you if you want to drop a link in the,
I'm going.
In the YouTube.
Tons of education on the YouTube channel, especially on the site guides. There's also a new introduction video, a new overview that just kind of goes over the main 5 or 6 features, but by no means is that all inclusive. We tend to live.
Flyer, Nick.
What's that?
I took a flyer on NTR.
We tend to use interval flow a lot, and Periscope for the show. Oh, NTR is mooning.
Yeah,
it's up almost 6% on that one candle.
Damn, what the hell happened? Holy cow, what's going on?
Too late now.
Well,
for me, I'm not getting all spicy with the show account.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll get a little spicy.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick 15 to 20% on Nvidia.
My girlfriend just called me greasy, y'all.
Oh no.
I'm clean though. I showered and shit.
She showered.
No, she would know. You're still.
Damn.
Did she not go way back? We both
look at that bounce again too. Yeah, I'm gonna keep hands off for now. I want to get a solid direction. My bias is to the downside on SPY again. It's really firmly rejecting that level I have at 691.69. That's 2 hits, neither of which could get above, let alone hold above. If they go a third time, I would be inclined to maybe take a stab at a smaller put position with a stop above 61.
Yeah.
That next level up, but it might be a little late. I'm not chasing into anything.
Richard, you say you try on Robinhood. This doesn't let you trade. It lets you look at flow. But I trade on Robinhood too. There's nothing wrong with it. But this
now you can, if you have a Tasty Trade account, you can place orders directly from Unusual Whales, directly from the flow. There's a couple videos on that on the YouTube as well. The WhaleWatch account, the show account, is on a Webull account.
Excuse me.
Are you saying there's a Tasty Trade tutorial or?
Yeah. It might be titled something like "How to Trade Directly from the Flow" or some shit.
Yep,
it's in the guides playlist. I'm pretty sure.
I found it.
You go TGB. You go TGB.
What TGB too? Is it still going?
TGB is going. Yeah, the material.
He's saving all his really spicy shit.
No, this is from I think last week. It was done on a show day. So it's a flow I posted in I think actually it's probably maybe even during December time. I think I posted in flow discussion.
What's taking a hit? Oh, AUR. What are you doing, buddy?
AUR getting smacked. Yeah, that's probably what's right on mine too. Yeah.
AUR's not down a ton. Let me check the spreads on that contract. I'm in the 5s for Feb 20.
Oh, my spreads are fucking bad.
Yeah, this is a spread issue, not a stock dying work stream.
That was my F-bomb for the day. Oops.
Spreads are part of why I don't use manual stop losses on options. Or sorry, I don't use automatic stop losses on options. Is right here. If I had an automatic stop loss set on these AUR contracts, they're currently down 42%. I'd probably want to get out of those depending on the time frame. With February 20th so far away, I wouldn't stop out at negative 30% right here. I'm gonna go with my levels here. We don't want to see a close below yesterday's low. Then I might get a little nervous. Yeah. But right now, this contract's showing is negative 40%, but it's really not. It's a liquidity issue. The best bid right now is 30. The best ask is 75. Some sorry sucker, unless they were a seller, filled at 70 this morning. That sucks for them.
Jesus.
But I imagine this bid will rise at some point today, depending on the price action. Yeah. This bid-ask spread would have force closed us at a market order at a really dog shit location if I had a manual stop set. So that's part of why I don't do that. With intraday, like 0 day to expiration SPY contracts, sometimes I will, because sometimes it'll whiplash on you and 0 dates lose value fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going for a new low a day. I should have nutted up and taken it, but that's okay. What do we got coming in the feed, Jay-Z?
Nothing, honestly. It's relatively, I would say, it's not as slow as holiday time, but it's still a relatively slow day. I see these Airbnbs that are coming in, which are quite interesting. But I don't think there's enough premium for me to want to get into it. It's only 84,000 so far. When I look at the market cap, your market cap is 60 billion. I think I need a little bit more juice in there for me to be able to want to even consider these. So let me look at the tape though. We can take a look at the tape still. 34, 3. IV drops a little here, but that doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, so IV does increase up here and here. So this I'm gonna lean on the on a BTO on these guys. But I would like to see a little bit more volume coming in on these.
No arguments for me there. I would have that same lean a little bit here. Whatever happened with all of those like states in the US and a couple of countries in Europe were like banning Airbnb? Whatever happened with all that shit? I remember that being kind of a shit show.
So. Airbnb is doing pretty well, man. I think a lot of people are like new what you call it, like new like investors and stuff. They want to like buy more properties to Airbnb.
Oh, that's where it was. New York City, where unregistered non-host present stays largely prohibited. London, Paris, DC, where tight caps on stays. New permits are required. Interesting. Hawaii did the same. Already said Paris. Yeah, so I mean, it happened. They don't seem to give much of a shit.
Yeah.
New lows on SPY.
DVN is running as well. What is this?
Airbnb,
meow?
They're following down. This is a market trend right here in the morning to the downside. AESI doesn't seem to care.
Look at this meows, dude.
Yeah, AESI's up 3.5% despite this market-wide pullback today. What are we looking at? Meow? Dude, I almost want to get a couple flyers on that just because of its name.
Meow.
2 days to expiration. I would want to buy a little bit more time than that.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to see where the tape starts and what the tape entails, really. I mean, it's a lot of
What's nonsense. That bid down there? Sneaky boy down at the bottom.
942.24. It's a 0.15. 942.
What's that timestamp? Ooh.
24 and 30. Yeah, I don't know.
That gives me a little pause.
Where is our big order, though? Let's find the big order.
IV rising through the fills, which some believe to indicate buying pressure, driving it up via demand.
3K over here says 17.
Couple minutes later, they might be different homies.
Yeah, a lot of ifs and buts.
But we're getting an increasing fill on them as well. So as that bid-ask spread tightened up, we're still seeing the fills rise.
Yeah, even here they're rising.
But they're already up a bit.
Yeah,
like let's assume BTO was happening at those 15s. They're already up 100% from that initial flow.
Yeah.
SPY is chugging dicks. We're heading. My next level wasn't until the 688s. My next level is 688.74 on this. We're at 689.25. I wonder if they're going to sweep down there. Keeping an eye on it. What's my Paris? I just opened the calculator for some fucking reason. What's this? Yeah, we are in a wide area of positive gamma. Usually I'd be looking for support to hit to catch along here. The strongest positive gamma is way down at 6,900. But this past week or so, my gamma level scalping strategy has been a little more inconsistent. For example, the other day when we pushed up into new all-time highs, we were chugging through positive gamma that whole time. Now, mind you, the gamma was falling off. So right here at 69.25, we see it starting to trail toward the negative side a little bit. Not a ton, just a little bit. About 400, the gamma exposure fell off there. Still really heavy negative gamma at 69.30 and 35. And then boom, right back into a positive gamma wall. I'm going to stay hands off, and if I play anything, it's probably going to be a trend follow. But we do got a little bit of a spike of net call premium coming up. I'm wondering if perhaps they might have found a buy. But we'll see.
This might be, I'm interested to see why. This might be an exit in my, it could be some getting out here. Because there's no one big order per se, right? So I think maybe
they're just kind of trickling
out here. So that's like 0.22 to 0.39. That's basically almost 100%, right? So there might be exit, but it is rising though. By the way, I just exited NTR for 100% with that flyer.
Boy, I'm eyeballing a potential exit on AESI. We're very close to 100% on this.
Yeah, do it,
but we got till February, and the chart's been nice to us the last.
You know what? I'm gonna take a words off of your book. And say that you can always re-enter if you want to.
You're right. All right, we're taking 95% on. I'm gonna let everybody watch it happen, so they don't think I'm full of shit. Positions, orders, no positions, slide. We're gonna take 94% if we get a good fill. I'm gonna see what they're even. 35. That'll actually be closer to 90. That's so. See if they give me that mid fill full. Nope. All right, fine. We'll take 85%. We're being responsible here. I'm going to set this fill right at the bid. There we go. All right, we took 80% on AESI. We're vibing.
Hell yeah.
I swear to God, if that moons with that 12.05 in the money throughout the day.
Hey, you know what, man? If it does, it does.
It is kind of cool to see, though, because AESI still trailing around that up 3% despite that dip.
Also, the crazy thing was, I remember you and I both talking about AESI getting cooked like probably a week and a half ago. I think,
we had already taken 3 contracts off. We were just it was worth the risk.
And we're like, oh, man, it's getting cooked, and now it's coming back. It's so funny.
Call an ambulance.
Call an ambulance. All right, we got some requests, I think.
Hit it!
I think has linked me already, if I'm not mistaken.
This is a CVNA from Anthony Stanford in the chat.
Carvana, what a scam company.
Sorry, I
had to let my bias out on this one a little bit.
Dude, the markups on some of that shit. When we were trying to get the Mazda year before last year, holy shit, we've had that thing over a year now. When we were trying to get that, I was just price comparing everywhere, and Carvana did some sneaky fee shit. I was like, nah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Nah. We're not doing that.
So, Mr. Anthony himself is posting this up. Let's see. 944.34 is our start. Is there anything? 34 right there. So, same gentleman over there seems like our or lady. 944.34. That was at the ask.
I'm just glad Anthony sent a contract that was sub 550.
Yeah.
I think we're making progress.
Yeah, at the ask. Yeah, so this looks like a BTO to start with. I am curious on this one though as well. The 57. What's my dog want? What do you want, dude?
Trying to party, dude.
What is he barking?
It is Wednesday, my dudes. I would do the squeal, but I think that would piss
everyone
in the audience off.
This Carvana CEO can watch me call it a scam. He can DM me or she can DM me, and they can tell me what they feel about me calling it a scam. I don't care. It's an absolute scam.
I'm not a huge fan of You know, sneaky pricing of shit. And Carvana, it does that. I mean, come
56.
on. Ooh, SLI right off of that support of 508. So if we can get back above 523 and hold there like we were, buddy, I think we're going to stay in business.
Let's do it. I'm glad you got the 7.5s, by the way, and not the 10s.
Yeah, I wanted to get a little closer to the money.
That was a good move. 57. These also look like they are more so BTO. The IV does get funky, like you say, Anthony. But I know we had this conversation. I know I asked Nick about the IV stuff too. I'm still like trying to test that like whole aspect of the IV with lower volume companies. But I think Carvana definitely you have to look into because it's traded a lot more, right? The market cap is also super higher than your regular small little pennywise stocks. But
Pennywise.
Yeah. But
you just got an evil ass clown popping out of the flow right into your face.
Whee!
Are you calling the flow a sewer drain? Because that's messed up, bro.
Yeah, good, it is. You gotta find it is a sewer drain. Sometimes you find gold in it, sometimes you don't.
Why are you digging in sewer drains, bro?
Find gold.
But yeah. But yeah, these look. I'll keep my eyes on these. I don't know. When do they have earnings? Does this cover earnings? 2/18 technically no. So it's next week, and we
got some bank earnings coming up actually.
Yeah, and we're
not too far away from the new season. What, like a week? Is that next week that banks start?
Yeah. M calls, more M calls. We saw some M calls prior too. EOG. Plenty of time. It decreases and the contract moves. Not 100% going to be.
It's today and yes, it's this week, not next week. That banks start reporting. We got Bank of America. We got Wells Fargo today. Citi. United Community Banks. Yeah, banks are this week. I was mistaken.
Lil Cax goes. Good morning. Bank of America down 3%. Yeah, Bank of America was down 3%. I saw some Bank of America puts on TGen ER yesterday. Didn't play them because they're banks. I normally don't like to play stuff that doesn't move as much. I like to play super out the money contracts, which get crazy percentage gains when they actually do move. But Bank of America was a winner if you did end up getting puts. Rivian back to 17 after hitting 22. Yep. Rivian, I feel like Rivian is one of those stocks that get like so much gas off of like Twitter and stuff like that, and then ends up just like schlepping downwards again. So, C was on the tape last 30 minutes yesterday. What's C doing, Michael? C was on the tape last 30 minutes.
Citigroup. Oh, it's eaten. Yeah. From the top rope. It's down 2% right now, and it's not bouncing when SPY bounce. Citi doesn't look happy today. Wait, was there shit pre-market today? That could be why. It was. So Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi, UCB, and whatever the hell Hover is. New Horizon Aircraft. I don't know. They're up 4%. I don't know who the hell you are. We did have Citi report this morning. Citi and Wells Fargo both, and Bank of America.
Why are they not showing me?
What are you looking for?
Trying to see what came in yesterday.
Oh, on Citi. There's some puts there.
Yeah, there's some puts. Yeah, 682,000. Whoa, that's a lot.
Swing and a miss. I wasn't watching a lot of flow yesterday. I was doing a lot of clerical shit that I take care of in addition to a migraine. I had a shitty day.
Oh, wow.
RF, what's that? The finance company?
Region Finance. So pre-market 116. So that's in 2 days. So which is Friday morning.
Was Citi eating shit yesterday too?
Not sure.
I know even on the bounces and stuff, the Dow kept falling.
Citi took some hits. Citi had some put flow yesterday. So that was yeah. Oh,
it's setting up for another leg down right now.
Nvidia just filled for 20% for me, so I'm good with that. I'm out of those puts.
Citi doesn't seem like a very happy camper. There it goes.
Is it taking a giant poop?
I was saying it was setting up for another leg down, and then went ahead and dropped another 50 cents.
Jeez.
They're having a bad time. Some selling pressure and momentum.
Back up to back up to the level it dropped from. So
what are we talking about? AUR?
AUR.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that bid-ask spread and that AUR wasn't really down much, I I stopped looking at it. I'm gonna be honest.
SLI is trying to come back to our original level too.
Yeah, I'm about break even on SLI, which is good. That's part of why I got out the monies. Well, not out the monies, closer to the monies.
That makes sense.
They move pretty spicy when they move.
Yeah.
And they recover a little faster if you have a little time, which we do. These are in April.
Yeah.
So we can SLI. I've got no concerns unless they really shit the bed.
What do we have for contracts on the portfolio that are expiring sooner rather than later? What do we
the nuked ones from Lad Am.
Yeah, that's dead.
That's about it. That's about it. After that, which we wrote off as a complete loss like a week and a half ago, nothing happened. We knew it was going to die pretty quickly. Yeah. It is what it is. We in total lost $96 on that. But Pew more than paid for that. Pew was a really good trade.
Yeah.
The most, the closest expiration we have is February 20th. Aside from that, and that's the AUR.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it's April, May, June. We're vibing.
AUR can get some gas. It definitely can get some gas. I would definitely stick to.
And you saw repeat action on it, right? Too.
Yeah.
After the fact,
If you see anything that's unusual though on the chart, though, I would definitely say, hey, get out of those.
458. Nah, we've held. I had that. If you remember, I drew that. It's not a hard stop support. It's just what was major resistance on the way up initially at 454 ish. And they've been holding every back test of it so far after taking a dip below yesterday. That's why I said I would really prefer to see AUR close well above yesterday's low at 448 to maintain this longer term wick-off W pattern that I tend to scalp to the upside. Again, I'm trying to apply my scalping charting to longer term for these flow plays. I think it's been working pretty well. I assumed it's the same, but it's out of my comfort zone because I trade on a 5-minute time frame, not just the 5-minute chart, a 5-minute time frame. You can ask Dan Wagner Co. how much I hold contracts for longer than 10 minutes when it comes to scalping. It's very rare. I have a lot longer hold time now that I switched to the S&P for the show. So I'll have 10-minute, 15-minute, 30-minute trades here and there, but generally speaking, I'm in and out of shit fast. But it seems to be working the same way. If we can continue this pattern and get back above, what was it, 477, which is the top of that W, we'll be in business, man. I was actually almost half considering adding to this position, but I want to see today's close first. I want them to maintain above that 448. I'm even going to draw it here so we have it for context. We're chilling. I'm not sweating AUR yet.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm not sweating the EQNR loss we take. We're chilling. You're not going to go straight up. EQNR is still going. I did talk about yesterday how it was very much bull flagging off its gap in the pre-market.
That was probably could have been a short call, I guess, because right up to expiration like that,
really cheap. They don't stand to lose a ton if they have a. We're back up 60% on Hun. What's Hun doing? Hun is chugging right back up.
So I think something I have noticed, Nick, is that short puts, right? Like like BTO or quote unquote, if you're looking at puts and they're weeklies, I've noticed that more than likely they actually don't work out well. The calls actually work out better. But if I'm looking at puts, I feel like I've taken.
Oh, I see short puts work out a ton.
Yeah, no, not short. I mean, as in like.
Oh, long. Yeah. Markets tend to go up. There's something to be said about that.
Yeah, so it's just I think that's something that I've noticed. I think
U is still below our exit, so I feel good about that.
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm going to hereafter. I'm going to be more cautious about taking those weekly puts, but calls.
Yeah, and that's why if you've noticed, I also buy longer dated. I think with EQNR, I would have been better set just getting the same shit you got because it was cheaper, so the loss would have been smaller. But hey, is what it is. It's the price of time and the price of information.
Yeah, absolutely. All right,
SPY is chugging
downwards. Upwards?
Yeah, new low of day. They just bounced an old support I had around 687.60. They got about within 17 cents of that and bounced good and hard. I'm not going to scalp this unless they give a much firmer bounce. I don't want to chase too much. Because like I said, 0 days to expiration shit will lose value very quickly if it reverses on you. And the contract I'm looking at that I would want off of a bounce is probably right here near the money, the 688s. I like to scalp basically at the money contracts with intraday scalping. And those are up 400% from open. I'm not touching that shit yet. I will wait for a reversal or for SPY to find a range to scalp both direct.
I just took those PAG GPs I sent you yesterday.
I'm going to see how they react at 6,900. We're 3 points away from 6,900, which, if you recall at the beginning of the show, I mentioned was the heaviest positive gamma we have today. If that doesn't hold, we're kind of looking at the downside version of what I talked about from last week when we made those new all-time highs again. It's chugging through the positive gamma. It doesn't matter right now. Sellers are very in control today. But I'm keeping an eye on the 6,900 level. If they can bounce really firm around here, I might try to play a spicy upside. Yeah. But we'll see. What'd you say you bought? Sorry.
Those PAG Ps I sent you yesterday, saying that I was buying them. I just took 20% on those.
Oh, good shit. Oh, they hit a high of 2040 today, too.
Yeah, so definitely.
Nice move.
Yeah. So those did well. I'm out of those. I'm out of majority of those. I have some runners per usual.
I really like how AESI, AUR, and SLI are holding up across this market-wide pullback.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Good.
I'm feeling confident about these positions.
Yeah.
We're currently rejecting on SLI that 523. But again, if it ranges in this 20-cent range, I'm not sweating it. Still sitting bullish.
We got Anthony said, ignore the Google. A bunch of big came in now. I will ignore that Google then.
Ignore Anthony? No problem.
No, I'm not gonna. Let me.
We got an MSTR from Lil Cax.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up with the chat now since my my morning things are doing okay. All right, so the MSTR, 11,795 volume today. I like to reiterate what I tell everybody when I talk to people about this stuff. Not all volume is good volume. I hate like seeing a bunch of volume like this. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I know that Snorlax has a really good, I think I told last stream too, Snorlax has a really good post about,
especially when it's like split up like that.
Yeah,
just to be an annoying contrarian, I actually do like seeing intraday repeat hits on flow. Now, it's not as easy to know if it's all being transacted in the same way, but sometimes you can catch a little bit of momentum buying and get in on the train. If you see, like, let's say all of these bars were ask side or at the ask, I would love that. I would personally love that. But since it's so divided like this, you know, any of these candles could have entries and exits throughout them. Plus, it's got a shitload of open interest.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I did want to tend to make it a little bit more cleaner. If you do it from the 5-minute time frame, it becomes a little bit less cleaner. The 10-minute gives me a little bit more wiggle room. It's up 6% today. I know that was a lot of MSTR flow. That was good. That's why it's up, I guess, today. That was flow from 2 days ago.
New low a day SPY too there, 687.69. They are chugging, boys. They're stair-stepping down, but each stair-step is like an elevator. Oh, I want to chase so bad. I'm going to be good. I'm not chasing. I'll be a good boy. I'll be good.
All right. So that was there. Let me go through the chat. I had to refresh my X chat to do that, and I realized when I do that, it disappears. So I can't see any comments anymore. So... and then,
well, good thing we have a Tucker.
Yeah, and then I'm going towards YouTube first. Let's see what's it. All three banks had great earnings reports too. Goes to show you that because the company beats doesn't mean it's gonna moon. Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100%. Campbell soup. What? What? Okay. Yeah. Then what else? GFS yesterday hit like 1,000 pounds a minute for 30 minutes. Yeah, Michael, those GFSs actually really did good intraday. I think I posted those early, and they did pretty well intraday in itself. And I think I got out most of my position. I like to keep runners. Normally, my runners don't really affect my position. Nick is trying to, if Nick is trying to get me to like move my stops higher, I guess, and not break even anymore, I'm getting a little bit better about it. Not the best still about it, but yeah.
But it feels damn good when you take, like, let's say you're up 200%, you set your stop at 100% on the runner, right? It feels pretty damn good once it goes down to what your break even would have been, but you already took profit, doesn't it? Doesn't that feel pretty good? Yeah.
It does,
I did the same thing with Pew. I was gonna let them ride, and I'm glad I didn't. I said I would not let them go below 150%, and Pew is still below where I took them off. So I feel good. Now that said, it's longer term bull flagging, and I could see an argument for getting back in, but I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold my pews till later. And then somebody asked about the tariff decision. I have no idea.
It's supposedly today, isn't it? Supposedly?
It's supposed to be at 10 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock right now.
It's 10:06, and I ain't seeing shit. Are we going to get another Friday where nothing happens? Or did it happen and I'm not paying attention? That is very likely as well.
HYMC has also been an absolute tear. I mean, these materials, man, these material companies are just like getting so much love.
The U.S. State Department. Nope, that's not it. Never mind. Damn, I thought maybe I did miss it and it happened, and that's why we're dumping, but I'm not seeing shit yet.
Anthony says, no, nothing yet.
Heard.
Yeah, I mean, there's more SNDK flow. This time it's calls. I don't know. I want to see flow, but I have a feeling that SNDK is gonna go up for after earnings. But
they didn't even make it to 6,900 before they started bouncing. You cowards! Give me all the way down there. I don't want to long before 6,900 unless they really give us a reversal. Talking SPX there.
SPX Specs.
6,910 flipped negative gamma now. Started off positive, it's flipped to negative, and that's just above us. So we'll see if buyers can get back through there. If not, I mean, it might just continue its trend down. Not a big enough bounce for me to be cocky enough to grab some puts, though. We are down $5.50. I need a bigger
CLSK. I saw some yesterday.
I feel like someone in your server played that. I recognized it.
CLSK. I think Jake was the one that played CLSK.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, HYMC. Now there's puts coming in. Interesting. I'm gonna keep eyes open. Again, I'm looking at from everybody that's been here and watched me trade and watch what I take. I look for unusual names that I have not seen before. That's my go-to. Like,
yeah, you find some weird shit, dude.
Yeah, it's the weird names I like. I mean, these guys get played almost all the time. Infi, the reason Infi is popping up is because of the fact that they had earnings this morning. So, and they're up. PKE, what is this? Park Aerospace, they're up 7%. Somebody chasing these? I might be chasing.
Ooh, you're gonna like this.
What?
Check the contract that Anthony just shared from Tucker.
Am I gonna like it? Am I not gonna?
You're gonna like it.
If it's a multi, I'm not gonna like it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it so much.
Oh yeah! Give it to me.
Click it. Let's take a look at it. Break it down. So the reason we like this is we are currently sitting in one runner on Hun. We have the $12 call for May 15th. Ooh, that's a nice bounce. If they can get up to about 689.50 and reject, I'm going to buy some put. Anyway, back to Hun. We're still sitting at 58% on our runner for the $12 call for May. So when we see bid side puts, we're fans. Because if you guys recall, those listening, or if you don't know yet, bid side puts presumably sold to open. Look at that massive IV drop too. Presumably sold to open is generally a bullish position. You want the value of those contracts to go down because you receive money for selling them. You're essentially being paid for something you don't have. So if the value of those goes down and A, expire worthless, or B, you close them out for less than you sold them for, you get to keep the difference. So if these expire worthless come February 20th, this person keeps the entire, damn, that's actually sizable. Keeps the entire $512,000 that they received for selling these. $9, pretty out of the money at this point. I don't think it's going to go back down there. That's the same reason we're still in the position. It's been holding its supports on every pullback and gets bought right back up. I would go ahead and save those. I want to revisit those regardless of when we take this contract off. I am making a prediction for February here. These are going to expire worthless and homie's keeping that 500K. That's my prediction. Pin it!
Also,
timestamp it so we have a clip in a month if I'm right or wrong. I'll make fun of myself with a meme video if I'm wrong.
What was the time on the thing? What is it?
We are home.
There we go. 10:10.
48 minutes-ish in.
All right, perfect. Also, I was about to say something. I whiffed. Why did I whiff? I whiffed. Damn it, I whiffed.
Now, real quick, just before you go there, just for some full clarity on our position, this bid side put flow doesn't necessarily mean all good things for our position. All these need to happen by February 20th. Sorry, I had a coffee hiccup. They just need it to stay above $9 per share. If HUN drops to $10 per share, this contract we're in is cooked. It's going to get lambasted. It's going to drop 50%, like, per 50 cents down, basically.
They're also covering earnings, so...
Yeah, so, this could be a nothing burger technically for our position, given how long dated our position is, but it does give us a little bit of confidence on the short.
SLI rejected, by the way. That's what I was going to tell you.
But we're still in that same range. We're still forming that W pattern. I'm not concerned. Again, I'm not concerned unless we close the day below that 489.
All right, we got some more requests coming in. All right, let me take a peek at this. I think Anthony has another one for me for work day.
AESI might be setting another leg up, which I like, because I wish we had... Oh, no, we already took profits on that, didn't we? Damn it. Maybe I don't like it. Go back down. Let me back it.
Hold on.
What's SPY up to? SPY's back up to 690. This is the kind of bounce I was looking for. Let me pop open Periscope to see if premiums are doing anything. Premiums aren't bouncing heavy. So generally, I would want to see if the bulls can squeeze through this negative gamma zone. I'm actually considering going against the grain with this current move, but a pretty tight stop out if I do. Let me see what those 688s are at. 690, 11. Let's do... I'm going to wait out this 1 minute candle to see what they do. I might get into a small put position here, depending on what happens right here at 69.25 on eyeballing it.
Work day.
W day. Go ahead. They'll hear a beep if I get in something, but this has momentum, so I'm waiting.
Rule on tariffs today. Anthony.
Oh, well, there you have it. That could be contributing to the bounce. Who is shocked? Is anybody else shocked that it's delayed yet again? Anyone?
Nope.
Daisy, you look real shocked.
I'm super shocked. I'm going to do some math on this one, Anthony. I know you posted this, the bid side ones. I'm kind of curious to see how much of a mid this is. Not a really crazy mid, I think, but... let me see.
Let me see. Ooh, piece of candy.
Let me see.
AUR looks good from that. Keep an eye on that.
So 258 technically is your mid level over here. So these do look interesting. I mean, they are definitely close to the bid. When something like this pops up for me, I just don't like it. Especially if it was at the bid or at the ask, I would feel a little bit more. I would feel a little more different. But that is, I think, a little too much ifs, ands, or buts for me to want to consider this a specific bias direction. I would say, if I'm leaning more so, sold to open, right? But I still wouldn't want to take that bet because it's just too close to the mid for me. Not the biggest fan of that spread.
We are touching right now the negative gamma at 69.30. Let's see if no reporting happening, no decision is enough for buyers to squeeze through this spot. They're peaking above it now. I'm still eyeballing puts on this bounce.
One of these shows, I'm just gonna send you guys bad floor, and you'll never know, says Anthony.
I mean, we can blame Anthony for everything. All our shortcomings. Yeah. I'm doing it. Very tight stop. Top of this current candle is my stop. I want this to reject right now, good, hard, and fast. Otherwise, I'm just going to get out because this had good momentum to the upside, and we got negative gamma above it. So you will hear a ding and we'll lose 40-ish bucks if I'm wrong. Oh, that's right. I played this one a little bit yesterday. I was really confused for a second because it said I was up 280 bucks on this contract. No, I'm not. But it's only because I played it some yesterday.
Anthony, test my skills. Do it. I don't have any skills to be tested. There's no skills here. I'm just a degenerate, as you guys know.
All right, let's see. My stop is at 690.87 on SPY. I want this to reject right now.
Is your screen on? Am I looking at your screen?
No, let me pop it up though. We're up about 50 bucks on this. I want here, the 688.98 area, but we have some support on the way down from the downtrend we were in. And so I might take pennies on it if this 1 minute candle bounces me. I'm going to give it a little breathing room here. We're currently hitting the top of that positive gamma zone we were in. If I have to take 40 bucks, that's okay. Give this a little breath. Sorry, it's hard for me to keep the chart and my order button on. And Webull doesn't have as much customization. Let me see if I can do it. There we go. Nope. Okay, I lost. That's probably, I'm going to take this off screen so I can focus on it quick to find where the hell that just... Webull's modular is not as good. There it is. Christ. That would have been so unfortunate if I got bounced out of this because of that. I wouldn't have been happy about that. That would have made me stop for the day because that would get my hit. All right, this 1 minute's trying to take me out. I might take... Oh, let's give it a sec. Let's give it a sec. Let's give it a sec. I want this to continue its rejection down. Otherwise, we're just going to bull flag back up. Hit a moment here.
Why are we
this
having
1 minute candle to new low for me?
Why are we having DJ T-Flow coming in? Oh boy,
God. They're going to bounce me out. They're going to bounce me out. Let's see. I'm trailing to the 1 minute candle instead of the 5 now because we already made our first rejection. We're still within that same 5 minute candle. Usually I'll trail to the 5, but we had momentum to the upside, so I'm trailing to the 1 to keep my risk managed. If this gets above the last 1 minute candle, we're out. We'll make a small profit. If we can sweep the low of the second to last 1 minute candle, I might get my trajectory back down to 688.4. That's what I'm holding out for. But we will not take a loss on this trade unless they spike like crazy. Just keeping an eye on it for a minute. Keeping an eye on for a minute. If they take me out, that's okay. Baby profits are better than no profits.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeping an eye on it. And...
Oh, these PAAs are interesting, Nick. Whenever you're done, we'll look at these.
They got me. That's okay. Oh, we only made like 10 bucks too because of that market order fill. Damn. Oh well, we're vibing. We're vibing. I'll let y'all know if I find another one to get back in.
10 bucks, it's still 10 bucks you didn't have.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Before, you know.
Would you, dude, this modular system on Webull sucks ass. I gotta be real. It is so finicky.
What do you think about these PAAs, by the way? I saw these come in. And
I hate those spreads, but that is pretty confidently toward the ask within that dog shit spread.
3.66 volume third-day average. That 19, does this cover any earnings per se, maybe? Pre-market 206. So it does cover earnings, but has a lot of time on it. Repeated hits, ascending fill. Let's take a look at the IV starting here, the 10-18 24s. They seem to be increasing. 10-18 24, yep, all increasing. That 0.2 PAA. Why does that chart
Lanes
look like?
All America. What the hell does that mean? Only up 14 cents today. It kind of looks like it wants to keep. It's up. Oh, never mind. The scale is missing. This is kind of a sideways ticker, bro. The most recent low it had was back on the 7th of 1793, and it's just been trading in this range from there to 19 for a couple of weeks.
They don't do much on earnings either, so I was looking at their earnings chart.
Interesting. Go to their flow history. I want to see what we're looking at. Oh, you have it right up there in the middle between charting and options chain. And scroll down. Yeah, we're not looking at anything crazy outside its average trading volumes. Like, don't get me wrong. There's 11,000 total volume on the day, which is almost 4 times. But it's not crazy like the Pew we saw that was like 50,000 times its average. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the Pew I will say the Pew did start off at like 3,000 before it.
Yeah, but even then, that's 10x because Pew's average at the time was only like 300 contracts per day on the 30-day average. And then as soon as that first order came in, it was 10x, and by the end of the day, it was like 60,000 times. But I mean, it's still interesting, but it's just not it's a very slow burn from what I'm seeing on the chart. They did get till May. What do those look like right now?
I mean, even the prior ones that transferred, that OI transfer,
God. Oh wait, that's puts. Jesus. Yeah, the bid-ask spread tightened up 30 to 35 still. I mean, I'm not seeing. Let me flip this longer term. They're coming off of a low way down at 1535-ish from October, and it's been kind of straight up and to the right ever since. They're coming up right now, like literally today. They're coming up on their most recent like high, and that, let me go longer term. All right, cool. Shorter term, their most recent high was 1946, and we're damn close to that now. Whoever this is seemingly betting on them finally breaking through that, because way above, way back when, they had an all-time high, it looks like, of 2717. I'm not seeing shit back farther than that, but that's back at 2014, bro.
All American Pipeline, is that operation? Energy and infrastructure, crude oil and natural gas. Interesting.
Maybe they're that actually kind of explains why it's been sideways-ish.
It's an oil play. Very, very interesting.
I'm not gonna do it. There's too much rejection possibility basically where we are. If it breaks through, sure, there's upside, but the downside is larger than the upside I'd be targeting, and so I'm not gonna. I don't dislike the flow. I'm not gonna take it because of the flow. Yeah. I'm not gonna take it because I'm not confident it's gonna make the move I want. But they're kind of cheap. I'll think about it. If they can get me in for like 20 per contract, I'll probably put it on. But that seems unlikely. It's just been up and to the right since forever. But like barely, you know what I mean? Like I said, this thing's been slow burning, barely moving. It's moving up, to be fair.
If I can get a 0.3 fill, so we'll see.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
It's interesting. What else do we have that has seen Tucker posted? Oxy from Anthony as well. Okay, let me open these up.
They're gonna make me regret taking that baby profit here in about 2 seconds. It looks like on SPY.
I'll close all these.
Close it down.
The Oxys.
Oxycontin? Damn, dude, chill. You don't gotta party like all that. It's only Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday, my dude. We need to chill the hell out, man.
40.47, the bigger buy here.
Dude, the way Riverside does audio boosting for no damn reason.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so 2%
weird. Up per day. Yeah, I mean, these look good. I mean, Anthony, have you seen prior Oxyflow that came in too before this? These look like the big buy looks like on the BTO side. But I am curious. This 1504 though, let me add these two up. Nick, do you add up the sizes sometimes to see what you
Yeah, but it's only 20, bro. You don't need your calculator for that. Come on. Don't do that to me.
It's okay. I got calculators.
Oh, this sumbitch.
I got
this guy.
Sometimes I gotta do it. No, I mean, it's still kind of like I want to see.
I mean, orders don't have to be exact. It's interesting to see, and I think that's more of a, like, let's say shares type thing. They're doing like a 1-to-1 ratio from options to shares. But I don't know. We've done plenty fine on weird ass flow. Like Pew was a weird ass non-round number. That's just like it's a psychological thing, in my opinion.
I like to look at it just in case. like my holdings just in case. So, Tyre posted something and tagged me in it. He said PAA is potentially related to FANG Diamondback Flow. They have a deal to acquire a 55% stake in Epic Crude from them.
Interesting.
Well, that's what he posted. Thank you, Tyre. But yeah, so he tagged me in that. FANG is up. I think Tyre was talking about FANG on a stream. And why am I zoomed in like crazy? No one's gonna tell me.
Dude, Riverside's coming after you today. It's messing with your audio. It's zooming in on your camera.
Yeah. Ion, she says small spread as Jay-Z likes. I'm getting roasted. Toasted.
No, it's just a comment on a small spread. I don't know.
I'm getting roasted, toasted. It's okay. Oxy. So yeah, Anthony, this looks interesting. I'm guessing more play on this. If I see more flow on this, I'll definitely like it. I've played Oxy before. Is this an earnings play possibly? Maybe it says TBD, possible earnings play. I always got to check now earnings because earnings season is upon us, and I gotta make sure that sometimes having flow come in right before earnings can also be like quote unquote an earnings run up a pre-ramp, right? So that's something I gotta check always too. What do you think, Nick? You think more so BTO on this?
Yeah, I mean, those are a perfect ask slap. I don't know that I would necessarily lump them in together with the order before it. It feels ASCII to me.
ASCII?
I'm taking one more stab at puts. I need it to happen now on this 5-minute candle, or I'm just going to play it safe and get out again. And then honestly, I'll be done scalping the WhaleWatch account for the week, because that'll give us 2 days in a row of losing. Not going to do that. We're going to put a kibosh on.
Did you just take a small profit, though?
Yeah, it was $10. I mean, like, daily. The daily P&L. Oh. Like, by end of day. Because we took that EQ&R stop out yesterday, and that definitely undid my scalping for... Alright, we are getting a little bit of my move here. Let's see where they take us. Sorry, I'm taking up the screen again. That's what I like to see. I'm going to take 3 of these off. And let's let these 2 ride into the sunset, folks. Let's fucking go, baby! Redemption arc!
Nice catch.
That's that shit. Catch. I don't want them to bounce here. This could act as support. I want them to take out the 688.74.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go. Baby! All right, redemption arc, folks. We're almost back up to 2,000 again off that one trade. Redemption arc. This could bounce. Like I was saying. Let me get this dumbass thing out the way.
Quiet too.
How about now? Am I nice and loud?
Yeah, you're nice and loud.
Let's get this shit. Yo, tweet that one out. Take some screenshots quick. Let me get it over here so you can actually see that shit. Tweet that out. We gotta promo the show, baby! This is how we use the Periscope right here. Intraday scalps. I want this to get through this damn 688.74. If we get too hard of a bounce, I'm going to take profit. I have enough buying power for one more scalp, but honestly, I probably won't take it. This is a good trade. And this is what I was saying earlier too, folks, about how I'm usually in and out fast. I try to catch that move right there. And I can't do it with options, but with futures, I'll fish for that entry a little bit. Taking tiny paper cut stop outs on the way.
Give it to him.
Yeah, I want it through it. I don't want it to hold. If it bounces right here, I'm going to take profit. That's a good support. See how it rejected on the way up earlier, and then once I conquered it, we got that massive pump? This is an important level on my chart. I don't want them to bounce this. I want them to knife it. I don't want them to pause. My Periscope look. All right, there we go. Do not bounce back out of it. If we get a big bottom wick here, I'm gone.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
All right, I got to have my order up. That's that shit, baby.
There we go.
All right, I'm about to take it. This is where I expect to bounce, right here, because we have these wicks that it has to conquer still. If we go right below 688, I'm fine. But if they bounce out of this hard...
Yeah, they're trying to.
Yep, giving it about 2 seconds here. 1 minute. 1 minute still looking good. If we get above this midpoint and close above it on the 1 minute, I'm out. If they start bouncing up and back tracing this 1 minute, I'm out. Otherwise, they're not telling me to leave yet, Jay-Z.
Don't do it. Don't leave.
$5 minute just started to. 4 minutes left. They can really bounce right up this entire candle. They're keeping a close eye on it.
Here what are you up on those contracts?
Here we go. 100. Wait, 82%. But I had 5. I took 3 off. We have 2 still.
Hells yeah.
There we go. Don't give me a bottom wick like that. Don't do it.
Nick's like, nope, don't do it to me.
I'm taking it here. I think we got downside to 687.60 right here, right now, maybe. But that was a good damn trade. I'm not messing with it. What did that net us? From an entry of... Dude, that happened instantly. I expected a, like, 3 minute... Look at that bounce. They might reject 688.34, but I don't give a shit. We already got our bag. We got in at $1 per, so I put $500 on that position. We closed out those first 3 at 20-ish% at 121. And then those last 2, we got 86% on them at 186.
Yes.
Good trade. Hands off. Let's find some flow. That's the last scalp of the day for WhaleWatch. A damn good one if I say so myself. Let's find something to put on to carry over into the sunset.
Energy I wanted to hear. All right. So the ARM trade is what Anthony posted as well. We were looking at that, I think. ARM. All right. 262. Sorry, 245, 18, 14. We have a 39 here, 18, 28.
I'm going to point this out real quick too, folks. This is another reason of my exit. We're right back against that positive gamma again. Yeah, we've got a good chance to go to a new low of day right here, right now, but we have just a likely chance to bounce off the positive gamma and range between these 2 positive gamma zones. So I'm okay missing out on potential profit to make sure I secure that $250. There's no reason to get, you know, splitting hairs. I'll bitch to Jay-Z offline about it once this inevitably goes lower, but that's part of why. We're not risking that, especially after we had 2 back-to-back red days. I'm taking my green day and fucking off, guys.
Yeah.
No more scalping. And it's bouncing right now. SPY is bouncing. Look at that. Can you imagine how sad I would have been? That would have stopped me out right there. I would have been a little butthurt about that. Even if they reject and go back down, that still would have stopped me out. We made the right choice, even if this flushes to new. All right, what are we looking at with ARM?
Let's look at these. These look like they're starting here at 28 up here. That's a big amount of money that goes here. 62, 262, 262, and more 262 and 261 here. I remember we talked about this, but I keep forgetting. What is this with the 261 and 262 mean? It doesn't mean much, right?
It doesn't mean anything. It's just a different entity assigning a transaction. Like, dude, it's a long ass explanation. I'll find the link for you to spam it, Tucker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you guys read.
Some homework.
I'm gonna let you guys read what Dan says instead of what I can kind of summarize, because I'm a dumbass and Dan is brilliant. So that's not the one I want. That's the
only flaw Dan has, and I know if Dan is watching, is goddamn dark mode. Put it on dark mode. I want to look at a white screen. My eyes get blinded. That's the only thing I disagree with.
Oh, that's the old one. There's the new one. All right, here comes the link.
I'm all for Dan. Dan, besides your light mode,
it's a read. It's a bit of a read. Oh shit. Well, I tried to full screen it so they could see it at least on face value here, and I closed it instead. Back to what I was saying about Dan Smart, Nick Dumb. Right there. This breaks down essentially how that happens, and it's a normal market mechanic. Just for the sake of brevity, I will do this right here as the summary of the article. Unusual Whales focus on providing accurate, meaningful insight. While transaction prices that print above or below the NBBO, the national bid... Excuse me. I cannot talk, dude.
You tell him this is how I feel. That's how I feel.
Best bid offer may turn out to be awesome trades. The fact that they occurred outside that bid-ask spread Relatively meaningless. It's a normal market mechanics. It's not a sign of further conviction for whoever's placing that order. So just because something fills above the ask, sure, it might be a good trade, but you should basically consider that to be an at-ask transaction. It doesn't, just because it's above that ask doesn't mean that person is way more eager to get in, that they'll pay more than someone's asking. That's not how that works at all. Meaningless, not necessarily, but it doesn't mean shit for trading conviction. It's just is.
Yeah. These
they might make a new low here. Fuck.
These are definitely seems like the same dude or person. So we got this looks like a opening trade. Seems like they're all transacted at the ask. And yeah, they look pretty good. Spreads are wide per se, but this is something I would like more if I see it like this, Anthony. For sure, I'd like it better because it's being hit at the ask, even though the spread is kind of wide. But it does tighten up a little bit later on. So yeah, ARM keep tabs on ARM for sure. They do have earnings after hours, and this does not coincide with earnings either. So
quick little account update. Following our spicy scalp, and you're gonna see some red days on here. To the right, here's our calendar. You see a couple of pretty good green days. Last month was kind of a banger. Pretty banger last month. This month started out rocky. Right there, especially the 5th and the 6th. 13th, that's where we took our EQNR stop out, along with the losing scalp. And then the 12th was our losing scalps on the show, one where I accidentally placed an order and didn't mean to and wrote it to death. And then the 13th, we had our EQNR stop out and a losing scalp, trying to offset the 13th. Basically what the 12th did was offset the 8th. But we're back above 100% on the total portfolio value. So we are vibing, my friends. See if we can keep this up. I might be done scalping it for the week though. We don't need to push it for 2 more days. We'll see what the setups are like, but we might be flow only for the rest of the week to end on a good day.
Let me check what
Oh, and on that note, we will not be live on Monday. There's no markets on Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We will be back Wednesday, and I think I might sneak in a guest or two. We'll see what we can have a little bit of fun.
Have a little bit of a special one.
It's special.
It's special.
But all things considered, we're still down $160 on the 5-day. But you know what? That's one scalp or a good flow banger away. Not sweat.
Yeah, I think I am being a little bit more pickier on the flow going into ER2. I want to make sure that I'm cross-checking my ERs as well.
Yeah, it'd be pretty dog shit to get fleeced on a trade that has nothing to do with whatever has earnings just because that something has market sway.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had that plenty of times.
Plenty of times. Yeah, 100%. So I'm trying to see these weird names. I'm not seeing anything super weird besides that PAA, which I am currently in. But yeah, I mean these meows.
Oh, you got your 30 fill?
I think so. Let me see. I think I did get my 30 fill. I didn't even check. Yeah, I did get my 30 fill.
Good shit. Godspeed, King. I'm not gonna follow that one, but hey,
yeah, we'll find out.
It does seem like sometimes the ones I don't follow are the ones that you just like start posting 500% wins on, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Hey, you got the Pew though. The Pew was good.
Yeah, Pew was a banger. I didn't even question that shit. I jumped right in.
Hun was good too. I mean, that was like 100% gainer, isn't that? Like the
yeah, the initial ones, yeah. The January ones. They're cheap as shit though. They're cheap as shit, but 100% is 100%.
Yeah.
Like when this one was up 60%, it was up more profit than those at 100%. We only have one.
Which one was
yeah, we got the 12s from May.
Yeah.
We're still up 32% on it now on its little contract pullback here. I'm willing to bet though that it is bid-ask spread shenanigans. I'll check one sec. Alls. Well, it's bid-ask spread shenanigans, so I don't give a shit. Dude, it really does not want to give us that 12 in the money though.
No.
Last time they rejected on the way up at 1183. This time they rejected at, you guessed it, 1183. But if they can hold where we're at right now at 1149, 1150-ish. That bodes well. That bodes quite well. That'll be setting us up to finally break it, because each time they've come down off of that, they've rejected this level we're at right now from below, and now they're trying to hold it from above for once. So that could be good for us. But we're vibing. We're in profit. I don't care.
TSM is pre-market tomorrow earnings, and we're getting a lot more flow coming in on TSM today. I'm gonna let you. This yesterday. Sorry.
No, your webcam just did a zoom cut. It went way in and then came right back out. It was funny.
Oh my god.
I chuckled.
But we'll check today and see if there's anything that comes in. I like to play earnings with more so buzzer beater stuff. The last few ones. Right. So, like the last 10 minutes, 15, 10 minutes. What are you laughing at?
Your camera's having a fucking meltdown, dude.
Oh my god. Why is it doing that?
God. I love it.
Can I just like cancel this?
Your camera hates you, and it's funny as shit. Like, I love it. It's basically the same camera I have, and my camera, sometimes its tracking gets a little wonky, but I mean the quality's so good that I can't complain too much. But yours just loves zooming in on your nose hair for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't even cut it today.
So let's take a nice little gander along Jay-Z's nose.
What do you guys think of Klarna share price? I don't know.
TSM's interesting though, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
Klarna share price. I don't really play share prices per se, but I have been seeing more financial stock flow coming in, like PayPal and stuff. So I would definitely keep your eyes open for Klarna and see if there's anything else that you see specifically. But yeah.
But the reason TSM's pretty interesting is there's currently a whole ordeal going with a deal between the U.S. and Taiwan. And TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, would stand to benefit from that. It's a chips deal specifically with Taiwan. Yeah. That is, it's been in discussion for a while. I think I made a couple of headlines yesterday. Guys, they might bait me into another put.
I thought you said you're done scalping.
I know, but bro, it's beautiful. Nah, I'm a hands off. I'm good. I need to clean it. I think I'm right. I think I'm right.
I believe you are right.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until either a super way cleaner setup, basically the one I just took. I want that again to jump in again. Otherwise, I'm hands off. And there it goes. Yep. I'm hands off. That's okay.
Right, Anthony's got more for me. CVX.
The reason being, for those wondering why I was eyeballing it, they couldn't stay above my resistance at 688.74 yet again. Came underneath it on the 1 minute and rejected, and now we're chugging dicks again. Down we go. They swept the next support right underneath.
The D word.
They might finally give that 687.60 a little taint tickle. You know what I mean? Look at this. Look at this, Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, dude.
I should have taken that shit. It's fine. It's basically the same setup we took, guys, but cleaner, just farther down. I know a lot of people get uncomfortable buying tops and selling bottoms, but sometimes you gotta live life on the edge with that, because if there's momentum like we have right now, if we had sold this bounce, which is pretty damn close to lows, we would have caught a new low a day right there, and that's okay. I'm just kind of outlining why it's not necessarily always a bad thing to buy near the top and sell near the bottom. It depends on the momentum and what the price actions.
Yeah. So let me see. I can't. Kina asked, "What is chain bid-ask column telling you?" So here, that's actually, if you scroll over, they'll say it's the activity bar that displays a visual breakdown of the respective contract's daily trading activity broken down into bid, mid, none, and ask activity.
Yep, it just breaks down how many of that volume transacted at the bid side and how many at the ask side. A mid fill will show up as a gray block in here instead of green or red, as will cross trades. It's just showing you what percentage transacted at the ask and at the bid.
Yeah.
Like in my interval flow filter, I have it being at least a minimum of 70% ask, and then for my bid one, it's the same for the bid. Because as we've shown you, sometimes those orders can trickle in on a different quote-unquote side than the majority of those orders. And so I like catching those too, so I have the context. Otherwise, I'd miss out on a lot. But 70% is my marker. For one of them, I think it's like 65, but that's just splitting hairs.
So let's look at the CVX. Sorry. What was it? 20,000 preems. Anthony, let me ask you, what do you feel? What are your thoughts on like the closer in the money put flow? I tend to lean more towards like I don't like it as much just because I feel like it's closer in the money with the puts, and I think it's kind of like an arbitrage maybe, in my opinion. But I want to know your thoughts as well. What do you think in general about it as well? And Nick, maybe you can shed some light on what.
I didn't pay attention to a single word you just said. What?
Is it my English? I'm sorry.
No, I just wasn't paying attention.
I said, so Anthony sent me these puts, right? With it being out of the money 1%. So I consider that closer in the money, right? So I don't really like close in the money put plays. I think they're more so like, in my opinion, when I look at those, kind of more so arbitrage-ish. But I don't know.
Deep in the money has a higher chance of being arbitrage. I wouldn't call necessarily at the money any arbitrage, but it could very much be hedging. The thing I don't like is that spread. They do tighten up here as the orders go along, but that's half an hour later, dog. I don't know.
So Anthony says you typically buy contracts close to money to get a higher delta. They are more forgiving versus further out of the money, higher theta. Yeah, I agree. I'm just more so like thinking about.
He's a degen, is what he's trying to say. He likes high theta. He likes them to die if stock moves 10 cents.
I'm more so on the lines of puts and calls. That's why I kind of want to pick your brain as well about it and see what you thought as well. But no, that makes sense. I mean, from what I see, they're maybe hoping for a possible small pullback. I mean, the moment these get a little bit there, looking for unusual, the further out of money is what sticks out. That is. He says, but when you're looking for unusual, the further out of money is what sticks out. I don't really.
It has that unusualness.
Yeah, hence unusual whales, right? So, 1099. So these, I think why does it say only 2K and why did the other one say 280? That's 280,000. What is?
Man, I'm glad we took profit on IoT, huh?
There we go. Why was I clicking that and the wrong thing showing up? That was weird. All right. More. Oh, because I went next. I'm so stupid. 1024. 1024. 1024. 1024. Yeah, I mean, they're all filling at that one timestamp. So, I mean, they're all at the ASCO here. I do like that. And then you have that one singular one that goes and fills also at a higher fill. The IV does increase. So I do like that as well. 2419, bigger name stock too, right? So IV increasing is a good sign. 329 billion market cap, 280K premiums, a hefty amount as well still. So yeah, these look good for I mean, if these pull back even a little bit, these are going to pay well, right, Anthony? So that's
I'm a fan of near the money transactions. I mean, when I'm scared. Oh shit!
What?
Deep new low of day.
Oh, are they?
686.73 now, and it's about to make another leg. It looks like they might go all the way down to my major support of 685.96.
Jeez, dude.
Damn.
That's insane. What?
Damn. All right, that's fine. We made a good trade. Just keep telling ourselves that. Look how far down we are from where I wanted to re-enter. I wanted to re-enter way up here.
Boy.
We're down $2.20 from where I would have entered. Damn, son. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Getting cooked, huh, today? How are
the gamma has shifted around a little bit too. Where we had positive gamma before, it's going negative. The new positive gamma is way down at 6885, which is now 6 points below where we are. Damn, I should have gotten my balls together and jumped in that. That's okay. We'll find out.
What are you thinking of? What are our positions looking like with this move, the Huns and the SLIs and all that stuff? What do they look like with the chart wise?
They're not moving at all, bro.
That's a good sign.
Like literally, they're not moving at all. They don't give a shit about this. AUR is up from its low of days. It's still forming a semi-bullish pattern. I'm not worried about any of these right now. We already took profit on AESI, which is kind of a good thing. AESI's pulled back quite a bit more than the rest.
There we go.
But we're vibing. We're fine.
Anthony also posted the SLVs. Anthony says, I do like far out the money if you're selling premium, though, since that is things on the contracts, you're more than likely to go finish out the money.
Higher chance.
Like the money for selling premium. Interesting, yeah. Anthony Sanford, ladies and gentlemen, great trader, great flow, great information. Can drop his X on there too, Tucker. When you have a second, please. It's got some great stuff. He posts a lot of good stuff, so you guys should definitely give him a follow and keep eyes on what he's doing. SLV, he posted the SLV. Besides when he gives me these expensive contracts, that's the only time I will say, "Why are you doing this to me?"
How could this happen to me?
SLV.
That's what my brain's thinking. Not getting in that short.
I'll Venmo you that 50. Nah, we gotta play some Marvel Rivals today, Anthony. That's what you gotta do with me.
Man, you know you guys are cooked when it's Jay-Z that's going to be doing the carrying in that situation.
Yeah. I haven't been doing too bad, I guess. I'm getting a little bit better at it, but. These do look like chases for sure. I do like me a good chase, though. I will say that. Sometimes I chase, and even though I lose on them, I'm like, that was fun. SLE 1040.03 was the first one coming in. Okay, you know what, Anthony? I'm not even gonna look. I just looked at the contract price. It's No. Look at what he's sending us, Nick.
This dude. You know what? I'm not carrying you in video games anymore, Anthony. You just lost your carry privileges.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
Michael says PTSG, PSTG 60p. Here's a put if you want one. PSTG 60p or 50p? Was it 60p?
I downloaded the old Red Alert game.
The Alert game, yeah.
Dating yourself, bro.
The Jolly Devil, why are we looking at SLV? Because Anthony on the YouTube chat,
we're still going down.
Posted an SLV contract for me to look at. That's why I was looking at SLV. SLV, gold, all those material stuff has been on a tear recently anyway, so I'm not planning on chasing any more of them. If you have shares, definitely good for you guys. That's awesome. The PSTG 60p with 1 million in premium, 15% of the money. They are down 6% today, so I'm also going to guess that this is probably a chaser as well.
You would need a chaser.
Yeah, I would need a chaser.
Ton is back up 50% again. That spread finally tightened back up.
1040.46 is the one here. So 1040.46, a 30K mid-fill start. 1041.15. I don't like these neutral side stuff. I'm not a fan of those.
Me neither. It is. Just keep in mind though. Look at the volume for the day at the time of those midfills, and we're getting slaps at the ask now. Look at that.
Yeah.
It was just due to low volume. Now we do have enough open interest for a lot of this to be exits. It doesn't flip above until we get up into that second alert that fired. I'm of the mind we're looking at new positions here, just by the sheer aggression. But
why do you think it would be an exit? Sorry, let me ask you. Why do you think it could be an exit?
Strictly because of the open interest volume ratio. There's 1,300 open interest, and at the time of these orders, there's only 100, 200, 300 volume. Up until that go down a little bit, technically up a little bit more. Look at the big order, the 1,300 size, up a little higher.
Where am I looking at?
Scroll up a little more. Little more. There we go. Technically, even though that one's size is bigger than the open interest, it is not bigger than the volume that preceded it combined with the open interest.
Yeah.
So you can't even say that this is an opening trade for sure. I think that it is. I think that and all of the volume that preceded is the same person. That's what I think. Same timestamp, Same fill pattern, all getting hit at the ask. I think it's the same person. I think it's a new position. I think most of this carries over into open interest tomorrow. I'm just saying you can't guarantee it in this instance, even though size is greater than OI, because the size is not greater than the volume that traded before it combined with OI.
So, yeah, so I feel like if you look at like a thing, I would say like if that was like a big candle over here and then this one said volume or open interest, this one still was the preceding volume, right? It's kind of what you mean, right?
What?
Like, let's say that was a candle over here before this big candle, right? And then this is the one.
For what I said to be true, that doesn't even need to happen. Even though this all came in at the same time, it's still possible. It's still possible. Now, highly unlikely. I am 99.9% sure this is a new position, and we'll see the vast majority of that open interest carry over. Okay. But I just wanted to outline that because somebody had asked spotting opening flow.
Got it. Sounds good.
So yeah, this is a new position, and I'll die on that hill until I see otherwise.
Got it. Yeah, so definitely PSDG. I know people played the call side of PSDG that did really well. And these are interesting going towards puts. I'm not chasing this though. I don't like chasing puts. I know Nick likes chasing puts on SPY at least when he plays SPY and scalps. It's different though, right? Chasing puts on flow, I'm not a fan. I'd rather chase the call side on flow. That's just me. That's just how I like to play. But yeah, look interesting for sure. Let me see if there's anything else. I saw that, Anthony. You do not escape my watch. What did he do? What did he post? What did Anthony post?
He sent a SPY and then he said, "Don't look at it." But I want to make fun of him. I said, "Don't look at it, but do look at it and make fun of him for sending it."
Oh my god, I'm not gonna look at it.
Are you still in CLMT, by the way? The one that I didn't get the bottom tick on and you did?
Yeah.
You're still chilling then?
Yeah, I am still chilling.
Yeah, you're chilling. Damn it.
Chilling like a villain.
Bing chilling.
I'm wearing my John Cena shirt too, so. Tucker says that you should not be able to see me. All right, let's see what else we have in the chat. Similar volume on the ADC 220 PSTG, a little more bitty, he said. PSTG had a bad earnings, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and they're trying to come back. They also had the rumor of the S&P possible inclusion as well. Oh yeah, the 80 and 60. Not multis, not related. I mean, just because it's not related, it could not be that related either. So, yeah, interesting. We'll see what happens. It does look more. This volume this is ugly, man. I don't like this. I don't like seeing that.
Oh, that could just be like several ins and outs.
Yeah.
Several fissions. Yeah, I'm not. This is actually exactly what I was talking about earlier. The opposite. If these were all green bars with strong evidence of them all being right at the ask and being opened, yeah, sure, they could be ins and outs, but I would be more confident that they're all going to stay open because they're all in the same direction. Here we've got pretty equal-sized candles.
Yeah.
4 times.
This looks equal to this.
I don't like that.
Yeah. No.
I'm not a fan. Now, that doesn't mean they're not all BTO or not all sell to open, but it's making me think too hard. And you know me, I'm not trying to think too hard. It's not clean.
If it makes you think a lot more than you should probably avoid and find another one. Because guess what? There's always another trade. There's always something to find.
SPY might make another leg down here.
Jesus, some more?
It's stair-stepping now. If they can't recover this drop that we just looked at, that I'm kind of salty I didn't play, that's from way the fuck up here. Now they're just rejecting a lower resistance. 687.60 is the one I have. This little guy, he's just a little guy. He's not super important. He did reject here on the way down, but he's not super important. If they can't get back above this, they might go down to that 686.20, 60. They already swept my support at 686.75, but the Bulls got to get some Gus here. They gotta strengthen up, or we might get that. You see how it's a very wide range stair stepping. Here we had a step at open, down, back up, a step, down, back up, a step, down, back up, a step. This can go, one of my levels. This can go as high as 688.34 and still be another stair step down. if they can take out this local high here, we might finally have found a bottom, but I'm not holding my breath. The market's going to keep doing what the market was doing until it doesn't, right? Especially if you're a scalper, that's something to have in your back pocket. That way you're not trying to, you know, top tick shit. You're not trying to bottom tick shit. Keeps your entries a little cleaner.
KR, consumer defensive. I'm guessing this is also they're adding more stuff depending on hoping for a quote unquote tariff decision soon. Baba is getting more love. Baba is still on.
But they straight up said they're not today, right?
Not today, but that's why they're buying a 123. So maybe they're expecting it next week, and this is why it's like a little less on premium.
Well, they're expecting it last week too, so you know we'll see.
So they're probably just pushing their stuff slowly and buying smaller. So I think going into any consumer or consumer defensive stuff or clinical stuff,
they took out that local high, but like I said, they can go up pretty high and it still be considered a stair step.
I think that looking at it now, you can look into smaller premiums coming in as well on these bigger companies too, just because that way see how much contracts actually are popular. This is something I learned, like Brad told me, right? Look at how many contracts are hitting rather than looking at the exact amount of premium on one contract. So maybe going into the future, if you see more contracts hitting the same sector or same ticker as well, just keep eyes on that and see what that does too, right? So shout out to Brad with that one.
I saw TMQ and thought it was THQ, like the video game.
Yeah, this is. Remember we spoke about this too a while back. It's doing well. Like it's running. We didn't take it because you know what? We said, hey, it looks a little chasey, and it was chasey, and the chase did pay off, and it didn't pay off at the same time. So there were a couple ones that didn't do well. There's a couple ones that did well, right? Earnings, it does cover earnings. 220, 213 is earnings, right? We are looking at a wide bid ask again, but
yeah, they're slapping the ask though.
They're slapping. Oh, yeah, there's something to ask.
There was a little sneaky guy here.
Yeah, sneaky little Phil over there. I was like, hello, but no. 1059.22 is the one that starts it all over here. The 0.7 to 52.22. Yeah, they're all ask side. I'm leaning BTO. They're all trying to set the ask. I'm leaning BTO on this one. It'll be interesting to see what these do going into earnings as well. I think we're going to have more pre-earnings fire coming into this because they're basic material. It's a basic material sector company. So I think we're going to have more fire coming in this as well. AAL 80K Industrials as well. American Airlines Group. I hate American Airlines. I fly JetBlue and I fly Delta. Because my ass is too fat to fit in those seats.
Dude, I think it was American Airlines also a couple years ago. Went to New York and a buddy of mine, they lost all of his shit. Like all of it. It's just gone. And then he had to go through a whole thing where they were claiming no liability for it. Like all of his shit, his clothing, his meds, his glasses,
they can't
all of it.
No liability.
And it took a long time for him to get any kind of compensation. Honestly, I'll have to reach out to him. I don't know if he ever did get any kind of compensation. But that was an American Airlines mess up.
I'm super biased, and I would want this stock to die. Not a big fan. CEO can watch me say that too, and I don't care. You couldn't pay me to go on that flight, to be very honest with you.
Michael Kowalski says TSA agents decided they liked his stuff.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me to go on American Airlines. I did not like that flight. It's uncomfortable. The staff is sometimes super rude. Like
the first time I ever flew, it was on like an Airbus, and boy, was that sketchy. Out of the Cedar Rapids airport when I went to live in Brazil on scholarship for about a year. I thought that thing, it was loud, bro. It was like riding on an actual school bus, but in the sky. It was loud as shit. And there was like a draft coming in from every window everywhere. Turbulence made the whole thing shake.
Dude, once
I was 18, this first time on a plane, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
I went to Indonesia, and they were taking us on a boat to the islands, right? And they were like, we see like water, like the little typhoons happening. They go like, oh, it's normal, don't worry about it. And all the local people are not freaking out because it's an everyday occurrence. They just see typhoons around them. Like, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I'll send you the video when I can. I gotta find it. But I like videos of the typhoons is all around. I was like, oh no.
No. All right, let's see if we can find something before we send these homies into the rest of their day.
Yeah, I'm also not gonna force anything.
No, we're not forcing shit. But if we see something, we'll take it. And obviously, just like I have been, folks, if I find a good trade or if Jay-Z finds a good trade that we put on in the WhaleWatch account, I will tweet it out.
Yeah, and I will retweet that tweet as well. So
you will know what happens in this account as it happens. I just showed you me get it hosed for $250 yesterday between that stop out and the scalp, and we got most of it back today.
Yeah.
You're going to see everything we do.
Ooh,
you don't need to be a rich piece of shit to start trading. You don't need to. You can get a little side monies. In about a month, we've made $1,000. Is that big money, big money? No, but for a little side thing we're doing, a little side gig, that's good shit, yo.
What came in yesterday for Roy? Roy had
you can make some pocket chains without starting off rich.
Are these, did the OI carry over on this, or did they close? Oh,
what are we looking at? No, it came off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trimming out of there.
Yep. This is Roy. I played Roy, I think, last year for like a really big gain. This is one of those big ones, and I think I saw today there was somebody adding a little bit here, the 24s, but not a lot. So I was just curious to see if that was any high volume from prior days, and I saw that because I saw this right when I opened up the contract. I saw this, the 1417. So I wanted to see what that was a part of. So
can you go down through the history and see how those opened up? Because these are transacting 100% at the ask as they close out. I wonder if they're mitigating losses from a short.
24, yeah.
Yeah, they're getting their asses beat, dude. If that's an actual short, they are getting fleeced right now. Oh my god. Go all the way up and see the high from yesterday.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yikes.
They're down almost 800% on that shit. So this, actually, I'm gonna put my screen back on. Don't short naked calls. Don't do it. Don't. This is why. It has an immense risk of ruin. You can lose more money.
2 million, dude, on that
yes.
short. Holy.
They're getting cooked, bro. If this is a short, this person is, pardon my French, fucked on this position. They're screwed. They are screwed. They're taking losses at negative 500%, negative 600%. If you short naked calls, you can lose way the hell more money than you even have. Like, this is dangerous. Now, mind you, in order to even short naked calls like this, you have to have a shitload of capital to begin with. But damn, they received 1.5 million for the brunt of this position, about 2 million total across them. What's the multi-leg, actually?
It's not popping up.
Oh, all right, all right. If this is short, they're dying on this position. They've had to pay back millions of dollars if this is actually a short. They're paying back millions of dollars. Now, it's not a guaranteed short. Like we said, ask isn't guaranteed buy, bid is not guaranteed sell. That's just what it kind of looks like to me. It looks like this is a short that's getting out. And it's brutal if that's what's happening. Like, they are screwed. That sucks.
Yeah, dude, that's not a fun time at all.
Dude, I'm not even comfortable selling covered calls with shares as collateral, personally. I got no balls. I'll buy naked contracts all day, but I ain't selling shit.
Here it is. Let's see if we can find that. This one right here. The multi is going to be the 15. I believe it's going to be the 15 and the 16. The 12 and the 16.
Yeah. Let's see what the let's see what those old ass expire. When was that? That multi was back then.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
924. That's why I went all the way back there.
It could be a position roll.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of action on some of those October expirations last year.
Some of that was me too.
I think SPY's about to make that leg now here.
Yeah, they got cooked though. If it was a short, they got absolutely demolished.
They got destroyed. If that's literally worst case scenario if that was a short.
Yeah, that's
bad. Worst case scenario. That's brutal.
That's bad. Yeah. Real bad.
Now it's possible they got shares and they're getting closed out in that they're being exercised. That's possible. They might, but it's transacting at, like, we're getting transactions, so the flow itself is moving. When something exercises, the volume doesn't happen intraday. Exercises happen after market close. And you'll see a drop in open interest with no volume transacted often. That's not what's happening here. We're seeing this volume transact. If they were short, that's literally the nightmare of somebody who shorts naked.
Yeah.
Hopefully they weren't naked. Hopefully they had something protecting them from that. But I didn't see any flow evidence of any protection. So if they shorted that shit naked and it was a short, Ouch. Ow, very ouch.
Yeah, that's $2 million. Holy cow, dude. It's gone. Crowd, these 123 crowd calls, they're kind of pricey, but they're interesting as well. They come in, started, says just descending fill. However, the 287 is getting hit at the ass. 6K, all the way, same timestamp. Ask. I would lean BTO on these. 48, 55, 49. Could this be a part of that too? Interesting. Too much speculation for me. I probably still wouldn't play this, but this look BTO. We'll see what happens with those. What else did we have? More UEC. Boy, let's see the chat. Let's go to the chat. Anthony. Posted TMQ earnings though. Yeah, I probably thought. He goes, you probably thought THC, not THQ for TMQ. Goes to you. Oh, Anthony posted the crowd as well. Yeah, crowd. Michael says that's how you invent bankruptcy from the comfort of your phone despite being broke. That's so funny. A lot of inputs coming in. Anthony, do you have a link to those inputs by any chance? Let's see some LMND flow too. Lemonade Financial Services. See, more financial services, right? Like we did see those financial services.
No, we only sell lemonade.
Nice throwback, man.
Tucker got it.
Got any grapes?
And he said to the man running the stand, Apple got any
calls.
grapes?
Hold on, that was some information about Apple that somebody posted. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quickly. See if I can share. Somebody posted something about Apple, and I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Was it yesterday, last night?
Well, Jay-Z got lost again.
Jay-Z's not lost. Jay-Z's just looking. He's trying to look.
I'm not lost. I'm taking a detour. The scenic route.
So apparently, they said Intel and Apple Foundry formal announcement next week during earnings. I would assume Trump confirmed Apple went in for Intel at like 4 point something million, I think, or something.
Shit, dude, I'm out of coffee. Damn.
Yeah. So Intel and Apple news might be popping up. So before earnings too. So that might be some.
Keep a little eye out.
Yeah.
And also, folks, like always, we'll have a stream for Nvidia's earnings call. Not the call, but into market close and during the data drop, and maybe we'll get spicy and play something kind of correlated with it.
So 130 is covering ER, by the way. These 282.5s that are coming in right now for Apple does cover that ER. So maybe there is some news coming. Good morning, Joe. Maybe there's some news coming in for that. Tyre sent me a message also saying Trump leaked the possible investment in Intel for Apple. So there you go. Anthony sent me that M. Let me see that M. Let me pull up that M contract. M22020p. Oh, look at that X over there on the volume. Plus 69.43, 20,000 in volume today. These look interesting. Did M say anything about tariffs, Anthony? Do you remember if Macy said anything about tariffs affecting them?
I would imagine it is, but as I'm sure you know, those costs tend to get projected onto the consumer more company.
Yeah,
especially with like big chains. Like if you look at Walmart, for example. The whole narrative was that like these companies are big enough to eat the tariff losses, and while true kind of on the surface, it's really not. The reason Walmart does so well in terms of low cost is because they only have like a 2.5% profit margin or some shit. Like their profit margin's really small. They make so much money because of the scale of their sales rather than the pricing of their sales. And so, no, they really can't, and still stay true to shareholders. They really can't eat those costs. So it gets passed on you, as I'm sure you've seen.
Yeah. What do you think about this, Nick? Actually, because it starts off at the bid over here, right? The 654.
I got a chip on my shoulder with Macy's. I've gotten fleeced on these guys when I was absolutely certain they'd go down. Multiple times I bought puts and got my ass kicked. They do start off at the bid, and it's all at the same timestamp. I'd be leaning that way a little bit.
Yeah, look at these sizes too. Like they're all
and the price does go up a tiny bit, but that bid-ask spread's still chopping around with it, and it's still close to the bid for most of them. I would almost speculate these are sold to open, but it's kind of a mixed grab bag. We also have that tiny slight increase in implied volatility at that 50 fill, but then it's right back down as these continue filling upward. I'm leaning sold to open on them personally, but I'm not gonna, marry that idea.
Do you think that this could be a possible in and out maybe because of the size, the way
it could be, but I'd be surprised with it being 1 minute.
Yeah. So I'm just curious.
No, they're at the same timestamp. That's not an in and out.
Yeah. So I read it wrong. I thought it was a 7 there. So this is 50, yeah.
Yeah, Macy's doesn't usually get, you're right, Anthony. It doesn't usually get a shitload of flow.
This is definitely interesting, though. This much of put
volume. We had an adjusted trade back on the 12th, 6,900 carried over, nice. 20,000 volume today, though. Keep an eye on that. I'm curious about it.
Why is it not letting me? Why is it doing that to me? It says on watch list, but it's saying any and not letting it. All right, maybe a little bug report, I guess. I'll refresh later on, figure out why it's not letting me at it. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. This definitely looks interesting, Anthony. 1 million going in there. So when do they have earnings, actually? 3-5, so this doesn't cover earnings either. So yeah, 100%. Definitely interesting. Yeah, I'm just curious about where that starts over here. So it starts the bid over here. So I'm curious as to, even though there is an increase in IV, so I'm curious to see what that case and play is. So we'll keep an eye on it to see what we can learn from it, right? Education. All right, I'm going to go through the filters one more time to see if there's anything else that populated real quickly. Evav, no. And I do remember everybody that I do tend to trade majority of the time just weird names I see. I don't end up getting bigger names unless.
What's ALMS? That's a weird name. That's a dog shit fill anyway. I don't care.
Healthcare and also ALMS also had results. Shout out to Marty Bird. Marty Bird caught ALMS a long time ago. Said inside the buys and stuff. If you guys are in flow, in the flow discussion chat, make sure you keep an eye on his stuff. He will post saying that these are insider buys and these multis are this and that. A lot to learn from him, so keep eyes on what he posts. Very, very interesting stuff. So this is a 122 call, 116 expiring this 2 days, 552,000 in premium. Whoa, Walmart. Speaking of Walmart. That's a lot of premium, dude.
Speaking of Walmart,
that's a lot.
Like that, we are Walmart.
132 starting off at the ask. Interesting. It's more coming in. Are they
122s weeklies? Those are kind of cheap. For shits and giggles, I'm just gonna go look at the monthly. February.
Yeah, those look kind of weird, dude. Why is there this much premium going into that is my question too. 51 ascending fill, does that IV
Those are expensive as shit. Never mind on the February 20th.
IV does decrease for a hot second, then it increases again and decreases again. That increases.
I don't like super close dated shit personally.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest, the farther dated shit's really expensive. So I might
even next week is expensive, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, comparatively. The 120s are 160. The 170. The 121s are 130. A little rich for my blood. It looks kind of like it's going for rebound. 122 is not crazy. It just hasn't traded at 122 from. Go to the daily. It has never traded at 120. We're at all-time highs. Are we near all-time highs on Walmart right now?
Dude, Walmart's already running. Those contracts.
Yeah, I'm not getting that shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go with 123 this week and see what that does.
Do it for the YOLOs. Maybe they make a new all-time high.
Yeah, I'll do it for the YOLO. See what it does. I'll put in. I'll go for a 50% max for a minimum gain on this one. So we'll see how that cooks. But that'll be my. Is SPY going down more? What's happening with SPY?
No, they're starting to recover a bit.
Okay.
Trying. They got to get over that 688.34 again, where they keep rejecting. But I'm hands off. We had a damn good scalp today. There's no reason to force anything. We're vibing.
Yeah. So I got that 123. Let's see what he does. I'm interested to see what he does. It's cheap. I don't care if it goes zero. Not an issue for me. They're adding more as well to it, so that'll be interesting.
Ooh, piece of candy.
All
right. I think we're slowing down here. I'm not taking any more scalps. Is that CRLML anything interesting? I'm not a fan of the 2 days expiration shit. I'm gonna be honest.
It's 6% up already.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna chase that with 2 days.
No, we're good.
All right, folks. On that note, then I'm gonna pop my screen back on. We're gonna do a quick summary of where we're sitting at on the account, and then we're gonna get the hell out of your hair. Currently, we're still sitting in our Hun runner. The $12 call for May, we're still up about 50% on that. I've seen no reason to exit that. We have so much time, and there's a lot of support below us on Hun. I'm not scared about that at all. SLI, looking good off of its pullback to my support I have drawn at 508. That was resistance before. They conquered it. We got in this tight range here. They're starting to kind of break up toward yesterday's high of 540. I still feel good about these 7.5s. We have until April on those. We're at break even today. AUR kind of taking a little bit of a beating in the contract world, but again, they held our support 448. I told Jay-Z this morning, if we close above 448 today, I don't give a shit. We stay in. We're still above it. If we close above it, we're still in. We're down 45 bucks on that. RC, Nerdy, and LTM, I'm probably never going to talk about again. We have written those off as losses. They're probably not going to come back. But you know what? We already made money on Nerdy. That was a Twitter pump. We talked about that last time on the show. We left 2 runners on, and they're pretty cooked. The LTM shit was just us being greedy. And we ate about $100 loss on that. I'm not expecting any of these to come back. We'll just stop talking about them. They're zero to me. They're dead to me. If they come back like that RKT contract did, great. Otherwise, I don't give a shit. Those are going to zero. I don't care. Other than that, yeah, we only have Hun, SLI, and AUR left. We had a good scalp today on SPY. The account is back up to just below 2,100, starting from 1,000, if you remember. Other than that, guys.
Hold on, Nick. 1 second.
Oh, shit. He ruined my cadence. Get his ass.
I know. She said that I asked 3 times about a flow and was ignored. So actually,
I don't see your name at all in the chat.
I don't see any flow.
Oh, wait. I see one. Where'd it go? I was scrolling real fast.
You said one that said small spread as Jay-Z likes. That's all we got. Sorry.
Well,
sorry,
maybe if you post a contract, I can take a quick look at it for sure.
Yeah,
just
post
a
yeah,
number.
type in the contract, the strike and the expiration.
Sometimes the link won't work. Yeah, the link might
links won't work at all on the YouTube unless you're a mod, because we get some weird ass spam in there sometimes.
Yeah, but I'll stick around. I'll give it like a minute if you want to go ahead and post the contract on there, the actual type it in there. I'll take a quick look at it for you. That way you feel like I feel bad because I didn't think you posted. Out of the money AG flow, by the way, Nick, actually as well coming in. 35 227s. 26K.
What are you talking about?
AG silver. 49.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm afraid of silver and gold. I think they're probably gonna keep going, but it's funny because I just went on that spiel about sometimes buying highs isn't a problem. But you know, it's pretty volatile. DVN 40C, Jay-Z.
Oh, got it. Let me take a look for you. I got you.
For the 23rd.
DVN 40C, the 2
for 123 next week's expiration.
Next week's expiration. Up 3% today, 69.21 volume. DVN. All right, my thought process on this is somebody could be adding some stuff later by selling some of their previous. Let me check before I come to any conclusions. 23, 43, 11. 11 starts here. 11 here. Ascending fills. 46, 41. I don't like the start of the fill. I will say that, but towards the end it does hit that ask area. 46 over there. You are getting 42s here and 44 here. 46, 45. Bid-ask spread widens, which is I'm not the biggest fan of. The IV does drop off as well as we go, even though the IV does increase over here for the start. Not the biggest fan of this flow, to be very precise with you. DVN is also on a run. I wanted to check the actual overview on DVN. So that was the 123, 6900. I'm trying to see if there's anything similar to that. No. No. So,
Nah, that one's coming in alone, it looks like.
Yeah, it's coming alone. Not, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan just because of the way it fills in, right? It's not really filling in at the ask per se to start. It does fill in at the ask when the bigger numbers do come in, like the 10s and the 11K.
We are seeing the price jump with it. So they're filling as that bid-ask spread tightens up and rises. I would lean bought to open, but I probably wouldn't trade it personally. There's some maybes going on here, plus it's already on a little bit of a run. Could be wrong. Could be wrong in that thinking. Yeah. It could keep going. Energy's been kind of doing weird shit due to a bunch of weird shit that's happening.
It could definitely be a really good play, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't write it off entirely, but I wouldn't take it either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna chase this, nor do I want to go. I would like to see a clean volume candle come in with the ask side volume Y on this specific ticker to be able to jump into it, right? That would be my thought process on that. So hopefully that answered your question on that. Not a very confident flow for me to want to get into. So
I am in agreement. All right, folks. With all that said, I think we'll go ahead and get out of your hair here. This has been WhaleWatch on a Wednesday. We had fun today. I had a good time. You guys were nice and active in the chat, so thank you for that. That's what I love to see, and that's what we're here for. We'll be back again, not on Monday. Again, there's no market on Monday. It is a market holiday, MLK Jr. We will be back on Wednesday with one, maybe two guests, and see if we can get a little powwow going and mess around a little bit. See if we can get a couple more flow trades on. If we have any updates for the account, I'll tweet it out. So just pay attention. I'm at NicholasFNS. This is at Jurassic Zombie with a 0. Homie down on the bottom who looks like he hates his life is Tucker Hazel with 2 L's.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
You went rock climbing.
My eyes were like closing. I'm never this tired, man. It's awful.
All right, folks. We'll catch you on Wednesday. Have a good one.
Bye.
Peace out.